Greetings, fellow conquerors and fellow Englishmen, and welcome back to His Royal Majesty's Henry VI Lancaster's lands. Now we have a couple of routes of expansion open to us. Obviously we have a truce with France until 61. Aggressive expansion is fairly high, but the places where we kind of want to expand now aren't really, that much of an issue. But first, I'm going to turn... I don't think we have enough to core this. I'm going to turn this into a state. And then to core it, it is 150 admin. Okay. Norman is no longer accepted. That's really interesting, actually. So yeah, we need 150 admin points, which we just do not have. And honestly, that to me was making a really strong case to press Desmond's claims. Let's see. Yeah, Thomond has no allies. Kildare has no allies. Okay. Sure. Let's attach this army to the transports, and let's just go ahead and claim some of this land. I thought that Ireland was going to be this little, if not an HRE, definitely maybe more akin to Central Africa in terms of its the way it works. Obviously, this is not the case, and I was definitely mistaken. I believe this used to be Munster, but now I guess it's Thomond. Alright. We're going to go ahead and declare war. I'll get a general real quick. Oh, 2 fire. What a... Might as well not even have a general. Oh, God. By God's grace, I mean. We will take over this land here. For the honor and the glory, men. We'll take a -2. It's not a big deal. Sure. The only thing more limitless than our manpower is our wealth and resources of other kinds. For we are England, and we are invincible. At least, that's the attitude we have. I wouldn't dare say anything else in front of His Majesty, Henry VI the Incompetent. I don't want to spend 33 admin to get a diplomatic insult on Aragon. That just does not sound worth it. So I'm going to take the prestige hit. I'm very sad about it. We have a mutual ally in Aragon with Austria, which is really good for us, really. This war is going pretty well. Leinster is now considered part of our holy patrimony. Very nice. I would love to get rid of these loans, but, life is hard. It's not easy. We're going to go ahead and kill maintenance on all the forts. What's your offer? War reps and ducats. I mean, that's nice, but... I'm not really interested. Oh no, our truce with Navarra. We gotta go take their land now. We are touching them. But I'm pretty... Yeah, they're a vassal of Castile now, so... Alright, we're going to go ahead and... well, first of all, we're going to transfer this to our vassal here. Go ahead, take it. How's aggressive expansion looking? Still not that bad. I mean, it's about 50 across the board, which is sizable. Yeah, it's a good bit of aggressive expansion. But it's not terrible either. The Leinster Separatists are looking to sort of begin to calm down. The French Separatists, on the other hand... The French Separatists are actually pretty close to chilling out themselves. Do we have a theologian available? We do not. Oh, that would have been an easy way out. It looks like we may actually be able to completely... Yep, we're going to be able to completely stave off the French. I'm going to go ahead and core Paris. Which is going to very much increase our income per month. Very nice. It's good stuff. It also gives us some incentive to try to take Champagne and Vermandois, just because they're in the same region or area as Paris. We also want Alençon because Alençon is within Normandy, which is another province we already have. Now, if we look here at the areas map mode, Brittany is its own area, which means that taking it is basically, I think, an ill-advised move. So we're going to hold off on that for now. We are getting very close to being able to pay off our first loan, which is very nice. And in the meantime, I will fabricate claims on Burgundy. We don't want lazy diplomats. Just in case the opportunity arises, say they get into a war they really shouldn't be getting into. You know, say for example they attack someone in the Holy Roman Empire, in which case we would get dragged in, and we would want to bid for some land. Thankfully, because of all of his personal unions, Burgundy is strong by himself, but he also has no allies as a result. It looks like Kildare has managed to completely take over Tyrone. So, you know, good job. Good job, Kildare. Unfortunately for Kildare, I'm going to be probably taking over his lands at some point in the near future. So, you know, that's unfortunate for him. Aragon is battling against Provence and Lorraine in the Papal Provençal Excommunication War. Wow, I've never seen that. I've never seen an excommunication war before. That is so cool that that's actually happening for the first time. That is excellent. And I mean, those wretches in Provence deserve it for sure. So if we save for just a little bit longer, if we hold out just a little bit longer for the debate in Parliament, we can get an early Tech 4 military, which is nice, and save some points on that. Alright, we're going to repay our first loan. Good stuff. The second loan is 158 ducats, and how much are we paying on interest? We're paying half a ducat a month on interest, which is quite a lot. Free money is always nice, 27 ducats. It's going to save us some time. Protecting against Aragon has succeeded, so minus 10% land maintenance is great. How close are we to our manpower reserves recovering? Let's take that one. The only reason I'm taking it is on the off chance that we wait just long enough to let the aggressive expansion tick down just a little bit. Brittany declared war on Provence. Excommunicated ruler. Brittany's going to take some Provençal clay. Good for them. In time, this will all be English land, of course. But I suppose the natives of Europe will simply have to work that out amongst themselves, won't they? I'm going to kick the speed up just a little bit for a little bit while we work on repaying this loan. I really, really want to attack Scotland, but I know we don't even have the points to core these first two provinces here. Wow, 17 development. That's so good. Yeah, we don't have the admin to core it. We don't have much of anything to core it, really. Unfortunately, we have renewed the loan, which means that it's going to be even more expensive to pay back. And I believe that the interest is the same, though, so that at least is nice. Alright. We get the Rise of a Pretender. And we get a Regency Council. So I probably should have declared war, but it's only 4 years. 4 years isn't bad. Marche. Or March. Oh, it's literally Marches. I thought it was like a French province. Thank Thankfully, our king died. It's not. I mean, how tragic that Edward, or not Edward, that Henry VI has fallen. It's very tragic. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and land the troops right here. Traveling by boat is so much faster. And this is gonna be an ugly fight, because I don't think there's really much of anywhere we can attack from that does not have a river crossing. So yeah, we just have to tough this one out. Thankfully, we do outnumber them 2-1. They do have a shock general over ours, which is really unfortunate. But we're gonna go ahead and attack anyway. God is with us after all, and with Edward. Where are you guys retreating to? You're going to Glamorganshire. Alright. We can go ahead and pick up the next tech in military and diplomacy. Very nice. And let's go ahead and start another debate. Increase base tax by 1. I like this one. Advisor cost is good, but we don't really need that because soon Edward's going to be in power. We're going to have a flood of monarch points. So, I think I'll take the base tax. That sounds really nice. Let's go for it. So we already have administrative support from Kent. Sure, we'll spend the diplomatic power that we don't have. 5 legitimacy doesn't matter because we have a Regency Council, and I'm content with letting it sit on 90%. Alright, we're going to send the troops over back to Leinster, because we want to quell this rebellion before it happens, basically. Desmond only has 1 claim still. It might be nice to press that claim. How's our Regency? It's a 0-3-0, which is not great. We're going to go ahead and kick the speed back up again while time passes. We can fabricate another claim on France. We're going to claim on Champagne because it is a great province. And I believe we could build a trade bill. Well, actually, first of all, we need to pay off this loan. First things first. Now, the slightly lowered stability from losing our king is rather unfortunate. But hey, what can you do? What can you do? We are getting close to paying off this loan, which is very nice. And we're kind of at a lull right now, you know, in the action, in the violence. Oh, my spy got removed from Burgundy because we're rivals. Okay. We're going to stop improving relations with Desmond here. How long is our claim going to last? 73 and 72. Okay. So we got a while still. I doubt Scotland's going to ally anyone, so I'm not particularly worried. Let's get 10 prestige again. I love prestige. I think it's great. Our truce with Desmond has ended. Ah, Desmond might declare war on us, guys. Watch out. Aragon has rivaled us. Interesting. I'm going to improve relations with our allies, specifically Austria, in the event that Austria thinks about breaking alliance with us. How does Poland feel about us? Poland is neutral. Who are Poland's allies? Just Brandenburg. Poland doesn't need friends, it just needs Brandenburg. I'm going to hire the national tax modifier guy because we desperately need to catch up on admin. Our aggressive expansion is cooling off, albeit very slowly. Diplomatic reputation guy doesn't really interest me. But we will pick up the military advisor as well, now that we don't have to pay so much money. Scotland is no longer a valid rival. Very unfortunate, but we will counter-rival Burgundy now. That actually would have been a really good reason to declare war on Scotland earlier than we did. Scotland is supporting the independence of Sweden. You go, Scotland. You show them what's what, even though Norway has a province really close to you and might start eating your face. Over in Orkney. And Lerwick, apparently. Desmond, you need to fabricate claims, man. What do I even keep you around for? Goodness, vassals. Vassals these days. What a good province. I'm glad we took Paris, and I'm glad France was nipped in the bud before it became a problem. Speaking of which, it's time to fabricate another claim. We're going to make a claim on Vermandois. We are 2 years from being able to declare war on France again, but I don't think we are. I think we're going to go for a much easier war with Scotland. Alright, let's go ahead and attach this army. Send them up here. Don't worry, I'm just, you know, stationing troops. It's an exercise. Don't worry about a thing, Scotland. What's the supply limit look like up here? Could be better. Let's go ahead and move them to Lancashire. And let's train 4 more regiments of infantry. Sounds like a reasonable number. Well, actually, first I want to get the manpower back, since we have that manpower mission. And I realize this is a bit more of a passive play, but I tend not to be as aggressive as some of the other YouTubers and Let's Players out there of this game. We have gained conquest against Burgundy, right? Because we fabricated a claim. 90% is going to be something like 27,000 for us or something like that. So it's gonna be a minute, but once we do get that amount, we're gonna go beat up Scotland. Oh, I really don't want to take another loan. Really don't want to take that loan. Okay. Whew. Aw, man, Oxfordshire. Well, that's unfortunate. I guess we'll just take another legitimacy hit. I don't really care. Because Edward just came to power, and he has a strong claim, and all the legitimacy we just lost means nothing, because we had a regency. Designate Calais as the staple port. What is this? Brabant's opinion, changed by negative 150. Gain 10 mercantilism, lose 40 administrative power. And Calais gets 25% trade power and 50% local tax modifier. Holy crap. What an event. That is incredible. Apparently the only other 2 nations we need to form Britain proper, we need Lothian and what was it? What was the other province that we needed? Aberdeenshire. We could probably take both of those in the next war with Scotland. In fact, I'm almost sure of it. Well, it looks like the War of the Roses is looking, you know, it's starting to fire up again. We do have 3 royal marriages. But let's see here. How does this... Can we stop by having an heir, have a regency council, or is the lesser part in a union? That all makes sense. Or currently in a disaster, which we're not. So we could very well have the War of the Roses here, which would be really unfortunate. Now, if I recall correctly, Scotland likes to do a dirty, and they get 12, like, I think it's 12 free troops. Yeah, I'll take land maintenance, sure. Isabella, that's a Spanish name. Why is a Spanish advisor on my court? Huh. Hardly fitting for England, I would say. We're going to go ahead and ferry these troops back over. Go ahead and lower that unrest in Leinster. Yeah, that should be deteriorating now. Getting very close to that manpower number that we need. And just very close in general to getting better and better. Okay, cool. That's done. Let's start building a spy network in Scotland. I don't see why not. France... I guess I'll just fabricate another claim, and then... I will improve relations with Castile. Austria is at 100%. Let's improve relations with some of the other big powers out there. Poland being a good example of that. And we could build the trade building here, which in Co seems like a really good option. But England, wow, we get 12 trade power if we build in England. I think I'm going to go ahead and do that. That sounds like a great idea. So we now have a 564 leader. He's only 16. Alright, manpower reserves have recovered. Improve Venice's opinion of us. I can definitely do that. Alright, Poland, sorry. It's not that I don't like you. You understand. We are going to start building up an army a little bit. Get those, probably 6,000 troops. Makes sense to me. Let's get the stability here, because saving admin is always nice. And on that note, we are prepping for a war against Scotland, and in the next episode we will definitely be declaring war. So thank you for joining me, my fellow Englishmen, and I will see you on the next one.